just where are they, our perfect prospects? Have you ever wondered, once you gain clarity on who it is you would like to have conversations with, because you know that you can help them solve problems that they're dealing with at the moment, and then but where might you find them, or how might you find them, or how might they find you even better? So I'm going to be sharing with you a few tips around this today, and I'm just excited you're here. Hello and welcome. In case we have met before, my name is Katrin from bloomwithkatrin.com, and I'm coming live to you from the beautiful Bavarian forest over here in Germany. Now please don't be shy, let me know where you're tuning in from so I can circle back around and say hi later on. Looking forward to chatting with you. And here's the thing, I'm doing my tips and tricks and videos here for you, so you can take your maybe offline side business and turn it into a digital business, one that's going to be sustainably successful, and it's going to feel good from the inside out. And I don't know about you, but it just doesn't feel good when you don't have anybody left to talk to. Can you relate? I know I've been there. I know what it feels like. And it got me personally very, very close to throwing in the towel and settling for what I had. And I'm very, very thankful that I found a different strategy. And there's really two strategies that you can follow if you wish when it comes to finding your perfect prospects on social media. And I'm going to be focusing on Facebook today, but it works the same for Instagram and other social media platforms. Okay, so if you're struggling with this, or if you have maybe team members who tell you, hey, I don't know, I don't have anybody left to talk to, this might be an important video to watch with them or send over to them so they can find their perfect prospects every single day from here on out. How does that sound? To me, it sounds intriguing. So here we go. So there's two things you might do. One is you might create on Facebook a business page and start running ads. That's a very viable, very well working, effective strategy when you know what you're doing. And I'm in a training program and I'm very happy I get mentorship through this, because it really is to me a steep learning curve. Right? And it's easy to throw a lot of money out of the window, and you might actually get shut down as well if you're not aware of what you're doing and what's really allowed and what you should and should not be doing. So if that's something you want to take a look at, and also know which mentorship company I'm with, I'm happy to introduce you. So just let me know, and I'm happy to introduce you to them. But there is a second strategy that you can do. It's what's called organic, meaning it's free. Now, free doesn't mean it's completely free. Free means you have to invest your time. And that's not nothing, right? That's the one thing we can't make back. Money we can always make back. Time, no. When it's spent, it's spent. When it's gone, right? So let's get effective, shall we? And the strategy I'm talking about today is one that's going to help you from working from your personal profile. You don't have to have a business page for that, okay? And the question remains, where might I now find my perfect prospect, right? I've gained clarity. I know who it is I want to attract or to find, to have to talk to every day. Where might I find them? Well, let's take an example to make this more, what's the word in English? So it's more tangible maybe, right? So you can really have a picture of this. So say you're in health and wellness. I'm in health and wellness, maybe you are too. If you're in a different field, doesn't matter. The principle applies the same, okay? So say you're in health and wellness, or rather your perfect prospect is somebody who is into health and wellness, okay? Now, they are already on social media. Absolutely. Most of them are looking at other people, looking at influences when it comes to health and wellness. So let's think about this for a sec, right? So say, okay, your ideal perfect prospect is on social media following somebody else. Who might they be following at the moment? Does a name come to mind? Maybe there's a guru or an influencer that you maybe yourself follow, that you find is giving out valuable information, awesome tips and tricks and hacks that we can all use, right, to become more healthy and feeling well, or even better than we're feeling right now. So who comes to mind? Write the name down right away. If you don't have anything to scribble with, just put it down here so you don't forget it, right? Because you're anything like me, our mind is a squirrel, right? It goes here and there, and then I can't remember what I was thinking about over there. So if you're anything like that, just scribble it down here. Okay? Who might an influencer be that your ideal prospect is appreciating at the moment already? So, and here's the great thing. I mean, when we're talking health and wellness, the name that comes to my mind is Gillian Michaels. Let me know whether you've heard of her, right? Amazing influencer in that sphere. So the good thing is now you actually have 2, maybe even 3 places that this particular influencer can help you find your ideal perfect prospects. How might you do that? Well, these influencers usually have what's called a business page, right? So go to your search bar in Facebook and type in the name of your influencer and find page, right? So there's a name, whatever it's called, and underneath it's going to tell you group, page, personal profile, whatever. So you want to go to the business page of that person, to the page, right? And that's awesome because you will find very active people usually on huge influencers pages who are very active, who like to interact. That's 100% your perfect prospect. Okay? Now, oftentimes these influencers also have groups, public or private, doesn't really matter. Check them out. And I'm going to give you a little process of what you might do to actually start connecting with your perfect prospect in a meaningful way, where you actually are a friend rather than a marketer, which is hugely important in the process, of course, as well, right? So a group is awesome. So check out whether your influencer has got a group. Make sure that it's an active group, that it's got a decent size, maybe like 10,000 people in there or more, right? And that there's something going on all the time. And then, you know, find out who is new to the group, because these are the people who are actually looking for help at the moment. Your perfect prospect, wouldn't you agree? And now if your influencer doesn't have a group, oh no, Katrin, it's not working. There is a Facebook group for anything under the sun. Okay, so think back, go back to my last video 2 of 3 in this series, if you haven't watched it yet, and think back to who your perfect prospect is, that you yourself were your perfect prospect right before you found your solution that you're now so excited about you can't help but tell everybody about it, right? So that is what you want to go back to understand, okay, who was it, or who was I following at the time, maybe? What was I struggling with? What was keeping me awake at night? What did I want to have more of? And what did I want to have less of? What was I struggling with, right? And take these issues maybe and type them again into the Facebook search bar, and now go for groups, okay? And just check them out. Decent size, activity. Go for the new members if you wish, because these are the people who are actively looking for help at the moment, most likely, right? Does this make sense? Let me know if it's helpful so far. And now, and this is something that might be controversial to you, and I would love to have your opinion on this one, because I don't know about you, but I used to be very, very mad when I saw that every other post that was shown to me on my newsfeed was an ad. Can you relate? I know, I will put both my hands up here. I was very annoyed at that until I understood how powerful that actually is and what a service it is. Just so you understand, okay? So an ad is run by somebody who knows their stuff, presumably about ads, who's got a business page, and they have an ad budget, and they're asking Facebook, find me my perfect prospects. If you have the same perfect prospects as them, cool, isn't it? Because the people who are interacting with these ads are the ones who are the perfect prospects. So you can make use of that. And did you know, if you see ads that you don't like, that you can actually tell Facebook, hey, I don't want to see this again. This isn't relevant to me. Tell Facebook. So you're going to end up with an awesome newsfeed that's going to help you find your perfect prospects every single day. Now, I'm going to give you my process right now. Some of it, not everything. But just know that I need you to put a timer when you start doing this. because it's easy to spend 2 or 3 hours suddenly stuck in the scroll hole. Okay, we don't want this. You want dedicated time. You want to be effective, right? You don't want to spend your time 24/7 on your phone or in front of some sort of screen. You want to live your life, don't you? So set a timer, play your 5 favorite songs, and at the end of it, stop it. Okay, and be very focused during that time. This is a time for me to connect with my perfect prospects, not to get lost watching cute cat videos, however cute they might be. Okay, do that another time. These 20 minutes every single day are dedicated to connecting with new perfect prospects. Make sense? So here's the process. And you can do this anywhere really, right? On a business page, in a group, and on an ad. Okay? So here it is. Leave a meaningful sentence when you see something that you resonate with, when you have an opinion about something. Type it in. Let people know that you're here, and that's going to get new eyeballs on your personal profile, which is hopefully where you give amazing value to your perfect prospect. Okay? Then you can go ahead and get even more active, meaning take a look at whoever else left a few meaningful sentences that you liked, preferably, right? And you can, like, if you're on a mobile, you're gonna go with your finger to the profile picture, and it's going to give you a little preview of the person, or their personal profile rather, right? So you can be a very quick process really. So you can take a quick look. Do I like the person? Is she or he active on social media? Is she or he a perfect prospect or not? If they seem like it, click on it, go to their personal profile, go the extra mile. Remember, investing your time to build the relationship with your perfect prospect. So you go to their personal profile, you find something that you resonate with, you tell them in a few meaningful sentences again, right? So you're sending them Facebook notification after Facebook notification. And when you go the extra mile of sending them the friend request, I think they're way more likely to accept, wouldn't you agree? Since you have already spent some time sending them Facebook notifications. Okay. Now, what you can also do, of course, going back to where you found the person first, whether that's on the business page of an influencer, in a group, or on an ad, you can also engage with their comments as well. Okay, so I hope this helps you. If you want to dive deeper, if you say, that was quite a bit, and I didn't really manage to write everything down, I got you covered. I got a PDF. That's going to really help you find who your perfect prospects are, where you find them, and how to actually start building that meaningful relationship. So I'm happy for you to have that. I'm happy to send it over to you. Just leave the word PDF down below, and I'm happy to reach out to you and send that over to you. So thanks so much for watching. Enjoy putting into practice what you've learned right now, because that is scientifically proven, pardon me, way to learn.